Hey y'all, welcome back to Jay's Jeep and Classic Car channel. Today, we will see what we get done, but basically we're going to just be working on prep stuff to get it running. It's the 5,000 little things that you have to do before you can really have a roll. So, for example, she's up on jack stands. We got to take the jack stands down and out. I've already put wheels on her. I put that on and the seats in last night, but we're going to have to drop the fence. And I don't know, just a bunch of little things that just need to happen before I can really drive her. And you know, of course, she's idling fast, and we'll have to do a tune-up, and there's a ton of other fixes that have to happen even once she's rolling. And fully aware of that, fully aware that this is not the end of the project, but it's a major milestone. That's where we stand. So we're just going to take it step by step. Nothing super instructional this today. Just kind of the 5,000 things. So come on, join me on the adventure. Nothing earth-shattering today, but I appreciate y'all coming with me. So come on, let's enjoy the adventure. Basically, I kind of started it this weekend a year ago, and so I really wanted to roll it through the yard this weekend. I'm sure other folks feel the same thing. It's like you're getting pulled in 5,000 directions. You're just so close to getting it running, or you just want to spend some time on it, and there's stuff at the house that keeps breaking, and I don't know, you just got stuff you need to do, and you know, you're working a job and on top of that, and you know, it's life struggle. And so that's where I'm at. Just kind of want to let y'all know that, and hang in there, guys, girls. It's okay. It's okay if you don't get it done on your goal. Just keep plugging away at it. Don't lose heart. You'll do okay. You'll get there. And eventually you'll have it, and you won't even remember the struggle. But the struggle is what makes it real. I mean, if it was easy, then anybody could do it, and you wouldn't be A, watching this video, and B, you wouldn't be tackling the project, because everybody can do it. But you're not. You're special, and you can do this, and so that's why I'm telling you that. So don't give up. Just letting you know the struggle is real. And so I think it was Reagan that said, the dream, the struggle, the victory. Like, you have a dream, you got to struggle for it, and then you get the victory, which is so sweet once you get it going. Alright, so first things first, we just pried the old seal that I tried to do the other day off. It just didn't stick. It was wet, and this stuff doesn't like to stick when it's wet. So we're going to we got some of the right stuff, so we're going to put that in there. It's called water weld. We're going to mix it up and kind of try to seal this, this seam right here, which hopefully you can kind of see right in here. Get that sealed up so it doesn't leak and steam all over the place, and go from there. So I'm mixing up some of this water weld stuff, and just getting it all uniform. You may be asking the question, and you're probably not, but I'm just going to say it. Why does he have two different color gloves on? Well, I'm reusing gloves because A, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and nitrile gloves are very difficult to find right now, and so you just got to reuse them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But two, it's just a cost thing, you know, just trying to keep costs down, and sometimes that means reusing gloves. We're going to just roll a snake. I just call them snakes, because that's what I used to do as a little boy, is with Play-Doh, make little snakes. And so we're just going to put it right there in that seam, the seam that we're having some trouble with. And I've kind of brushed at it a little bit. Oh, it's not wanting to stick. That's not good. So we're going to try this again. This time we're going to break it off a little bit. Sometimes this stuff works better than others. There we go. So that stuck better that time. That's really where I needed to stick in there. Of course it wants to just come off of my gloves, and that is not cool. And I don't know why it's doing that. Usually this stuff sticks real well, so I'm not really sure what's going on with it. It's just not clean or what. It's a little difficult to do on the Jeep like this, but you just kind of want to get a wrap around that crack so that it's not leaking on either side. That's kind of what I'm going for. Of course, you may be saying, well, Jay, your gloves are dirty and it's just picking up the dirt. Yeah, I would agree with that. But at least it's dry this time. Alright, so we're going to break off a little more. Put it up in there. So, it's right on that seam. I'm just shaping it with my fingers, fingertips, fingernails, whatever you kind of got to do. Kind of get it in there. Kind of looks like bubble gum a little bit, but it ain't really what it looks like. Is it working? That's what we're going for. There we go. It's sticking a little better now. Sometimes just letting it set for a minute kind of helps a little bit. This stuff is all time set, and so sometimes just letting it set up for a minute kind of makes it a little easier to use, which is kind of counterintuitive. So you would think you'd want to get it on right away, but sometimes just a little bit of tackiness kind of helps stick where it needs to stick. This is Castrol high mileage synthetic blend 10W40. Why did I pick it? Synthetic blend. I chose that over full synthetic mainly because I could find the 10W40. So a little bit about oil. I don't know a whole lot about oil. 10W40 is a multi-weight oil. And I might be wrong in saying this, but I believe the way it works is that bottom number, the 10W, is how it acts when it's cold. And then the 40 is how it acts when it's warm. And so the characteristics of the oil actually change as the temperature changes for your oil. So with that being said, obviously it doesn't get really cold out here in South Carolina. As you can see, we are in the middle of winter, and I've got kind of a hoodie on and a jean shirt, and there's no snow. Yeah, no, there's no it's probably 50 degrees today. Some people consider this summer where they are. So I don't need a super cold weight oil, but so that's why I chose what I chose. We're only down about a quart, so we're going to put that in and check where she's at. Okay, so it's a little more awkward now that I have the tire on the thing, but we're going to make do. So we don't need a whole lot in there, just about a quart, maybe even less. So we're just going to pour in a little bit and check it. Alright, so we let it set a minute, so let's see what we got. It looks full. We're not going to chance it anymore. We're just going to leave it right where it needs to be. Check. Another thing done. let's work on the next thing. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever noticed on any of the other videos, but when I put the battery in, I put it sideways just because of where and how long my cables are right now. I'm going to replace the cables, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Getting close to it, but not quite there yet. So we kind of got to put the battery at an awkward angle. Let's see if we can kind of, so you know, it's just kind of at this sideways thing. I don't have a hold down for it right now, so we're just going to try to see if we can't get this bungee cord to kind of work. There's some holes. See it, but there's a hole right there we're going to try to use, and a hole right here we're going to try to use, and see what we get. So I'm going to just kind of stretch it up and over and down. Yep, I think that's going to work. I say that, and then getting it in that hole is a little more difficult than it appears. So we're going to start from that side, come over here, get a good stretch on it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yep. That's going to hold right there. So probably won't leave it in tonight. I typically don't leave the battery in it overnight. So, but I just wanted to get that put together so that I knew what to do when we do go to run it. Okay, so we're going to take these two jack stands out. Well, that's our hope at least. Well, nothing exploded. Looks like that tire's pretty flat though. Looks like we're going to need to pump that up before we run it. Just another thing of the 5,000 things to do before we get this thing running. Fair enough. We'll make it happen. Alright, so we kind of got the jack somewhat positioned. Alright, so I'm going to be real careful here. Grabbing these out. In here, I don't want to crush. Over on this side, grab that out. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? I have no idea where that's going. Heh, you never know what you're going to find. And so, I'm just going to drop her down. Real nice and easy. On the ground. So really all we got to do when we get a runner will be put the battery in. Let's drop this fence and put air, or not air, put water in the radiator. So yeah, this is one of those that you just kind of little by little try to chisel it out until you're done with it. I might try to get out of work early one day and try to just get it running. So we'll see. Every little bit helps sometimes. And if I had a problem, obviously I wasn't expecting that to blow up tires, and now I do. So I'm going to take care of that little detail. And we got the oil in it, and we might need to put gas in it. Might do that today, we'll see. But yeah, so anyway, just part of the adventure. I appreciate y'all joining me. Y'all take care. It's time for supper.